Hello, members of Grace Church. This is Marion Harper, and welcome to my backyard. I am happy to be able to speak to you this morning and hope that it'll be not too long before I'll actually be able to be in church in person myself. My story has to do with something that happened to me when I was a child in 6th grade, as a matter of fact. And I'm sure everybody has experienced having those science fair projects, or actually a science project, not for the fair, just a science project. But we all had to do them. And when I was in the 6th grade, mine was on the solar system. So I cut all those styrofoam balls in half and painted them the colors that we were told, that we thought were the right colors, and did my presentation at school. And afterwards, my teacher asked me to stay after school. Well, this was a really strict teacher, and I was pretty nervous about having to stay after school to find out what she wanted. But when I did, after school was out, she said, "Now, Marion, you did a fine job with your science project, but I sense that you're a little bit conflicted over how the solar system actually began. You presented about all the scientific theories, but you don't seem convinced, and you just need to think about the fact that maybe the planets did collide, but maybe it was God's will for them to collide. God's hand in creating our solar system, incorporating all the various scientific theories that abound." Well, I didn't even know I was conflicted. So this teacher sensed something that was bothering me that I didn't even realize, and it really did answer that question so perfectly for me, and has stayed in my mind on many occasions as I've grown a lot older. So thanks for listening, and I hope it brings back a few memories for you. Happy Pentecost.
Amen.
Hi, this is Eileen Patterson from Grace Church, and we've been watching your services every Sunday morning. I haven't missed any of them, just about, so I still feel real connected. Just wanted to have a story about God working in a really obvious way. We were actually having an evangelism committee meeting at a restaurant, and there were 3 or 4 people, at least 4 people there. One was Gloria Champagne, which she's actually done this story for the newsletter, so you might have heard it before. I was sitting in the group, and all of a sudden a girl comes behind me and says, "God told me to pray for you." And my response to her was, "I just found out I have cancer." And obviously she was hearing God, and I needed the prayer. And we prayed, and it was, long story short, my cancer was dealt with really easily. I only had to have radiation, not chemotherapy. And I believe God really worked through that. And it was really a surprise, because everybody was watching when this girl comes up and says, "God asked me to pray for you." We even had witnesses. So it was really great. I'm done.